Okay, on page 229, Anguttara Nikaya, Book of Three, paragraph 134. Whether perfect ones appear or not, there remains this element, the structure of things, phenomena. This certainty in things. All formations are impermanent, all formations are suffering, all things are non-self. So whether Buddhas appear or not, so notwithstanding the Buddha, let's say Buddha not real, Buddha don't exist, Buddha not here, we take all the image away, everything disappears. If we take the Buddha away, or even perfect beings, or even arahants, or even saints away, there remain the element that all phenomena, all things conditioned, are subject to impermanent suffering and all things. There's a very powerful paragraph here because this is the universal truth of things, whether I'm real or not real, Buddha real or not real, wise beings there or not. Go ahead and test for yourself. Go see. This makes our job really easy because I'm like, so I can say I have the bragging right to say, don't believe me. I'm a liar. I had done lie to y'all all these time or whatever you want to say, right? Go test the teaching for yourself.
Yep.
Right? Undeniable, irrefutable. You can't. There's no way. No one's ever done it. No one's ever said that. No, in regards to the three marks of existence, we in fact proved the Buddha wrong, and here is our evidence. No one's ever done it. Because had they done it and it held up, we wouldn't survive 2,568 exact years later. So that's what makes our robes badass, because our teachings withstand time. And the uniform is living testament of that the same square piece.
Yeah.
2,600 years ago now still stands today. Walking around Walmart, we call that Jidao. Trying to get his chocolate chip muffin, preaching the three marks of existence. Right. So how cool is that? Today is the day that you all embrace. How cool is that? Is that even if Buddha image is not even there, that if you sat and meditated, you will come to these three realizations. All you gotta do is just pay attention to them and realize that even if you're blind, you can become an arahant with just the breath, because that's the object of meditation, that you sit and you focus on the breath and you see that this breath it's not permanent. The breath comes and it goes, right? And then there is some breath you take, you're like, oh my God, that was so satisfying. That was the nicest one deep breath I ever took in my entire life. And then you can never get it back. So then you realize that it's not always satisfying, damn it. And you see the change, the suffering in the breath, which is breathing in is satisfying, but then you have to hold it. So there's suffering right there in the hold. Mm-hmm. And as you release, there's pleasure. And you're like, oh, well, I want that to repeat. But if you repeat, that would be samsara. That would be a cycle, like, so ooh, true. And then ah, and then ooh, and then ah. But the ooh and ah is like, oh, that was good. But oh my goodness, you got to do it again. You know what I mean? So the cycle. So you see samsara in the breath. And then you realize that if I hold this breath, because now I'm in control of it, it forces you having to release or else you die. So how is it under your control?
Wow, really? Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So therefore you see the three marks of existence in the practice of the breath. Even if you're blind, you still can become an arahant.
Wow. Thank you. That's very powerful.
Blind and deaf. But if you know, a Buddha is one which knows. I know that I'm breathing in. I know that I'm deaf, but I can hear myself. I can hear my whatever voice in there, the lawyer in the head. I can hear my breath. I mean, yeah. Close your ears right now. If you were to just block out, how you're like blah, blah, blah. Do that and just, you can hear the breath right there, just right behind the bones of the ears. You can hear your breath. Mm-hmm. And you can hear the exhale of the breath, the flow, the volumes going
Wow.
out. So even if you're deaf and blind, I assert that you can become an arahant.
Wow.
So that's what, or you chose two very powerful things, and I'm so glad I recorded both of these, so the entire
Yeah.
world can hear about the explanation behind it. So it gives hope for people who are blind and deaf. That
Yeah.
whoever put this in braille for them to read, they realize that there's hope. Can and will become an arahant, and I don't have to take rebirth again as a blind or a deaf person in the next lifetime. Truly. That sucks, having to be blind or deaf, and it sucks to be human altogether. It sucks to be human with all faculties working. I don't want to come back. The hell? That's why I'm a monk. You know what I mean? Sometimes the blessed to be able to smell is always not a good thing. You know, to see, to hear, to attach, because it leads to attachment. It's like, oh damn, she was a baddie. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Stop talking. Just, girl, you don't get away from me. Oh Lord. So yeah, so you just have to have fun with the understanding of these things, but at the same time take it seriously.
Yeah.
Any clarifications I need to make for any of you?
Where's Bree?
Bree's tied up. She's moving. She's frantically moving. Obviously, last time we saw her trying to grab a bite before we got on Zoom. So she's frantically moving all stuff around, moving to her new place. But Bree kind of get a gist of all of this already. So, I mean, and of course, she can always go back to it. So I didn't hold her, in contempt of this court. The absence of counsel, the absence of my public defenders. So yeah, she will join us next time. Bree's doing phenomenal. But however, wait till I show up to Virginia. A lot of things gonna change because I done took mental notes on everything they had been doing. So I'm gonna have to tighten everybody up and the worksheets you can expect to do, and so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna make you better, more effective and efficient.
Thank you.
And the reason why people, couldn't make it because there is a question of efficiency.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. It's gonna be productive. It's not nothing scary. I'm not gonna bring a bamboo stick with me or anything, But in Vietnam we do that. I mean, the teachers do bring out bamboo stick, but that's Vietnam, not here. not here. So if there's no more questions, are you sure? Okay.
Well,
good. Yeah, again, so yeah, this book, this book will probably be why things could get complicated. So that's why it's a good introduction to the Pali teachings and the translations.
Yes.
And so we will dig into Bhikkhu Bodhi's very thick volumes. So we're easing into it.
Yeah, no, it's very thick volumes. Yeah.
So y'all can look forward to like 400 or 500 pages down the road.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I do have a quick question. I don't know if you had time to listen to the chants I sent on Thursday.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.